I'm speaking with Laura Wilson, who lives in Maryland, and she's the head trainer of Mustang eventing. She competed in the Mustang Classic on her horse, Sporty, Shorty, love that name, and they finished in the top 10. So I want to kick off this interview, first of all, with you explaining what the Mustang Classic is.
The Mustang Classic is an opportunity for trainers that are more in the English discipline to get a Mustang and showcase them at more of the English version. And yeah.
Yeah, it's done a lot in the Western, but this is an English version, so that
Yes.
is wonderful. All right, so you experienced the classic and you had to get this Mustang and train it, and then you're also preparing for a next one. So talk about both of those things.
Yes. So last year was my first one I did, and I got Sporty Shorty. She was, when I picked her up, she was like, fat and smaller than I thought. And I'm 5'7", so I was hoping she'd be like a little bigger, like they said. But that's fine. She was absolutely beautiful. And she is just like so smart. She picks up things so quickly. And the new one I got is One Year Wonder. And I was really drawn to him because he is this beautiful Palomino color. He only has one ear, he's missing his left ear, and he has so much raw talent. He's very different than Shorty because he just is, he thinks before he does things. Shorty, it just does it and is so smart and will just pick up things so quickly. But he thinks, but once he gets it, he is really good and he will do anything. He'll try so hard for you, and he's just amazing. And I'm really grateful to have both of them.
You said something that's very interesting, and I've heard that a lot about the Mustangs, and it's that they have raw talent.
Hmm.
Talk about that a little bit.
So with One Year Wonder, he just is like so powerful in all of his gaits where it's hard for him to know where to go with it. And with Shorty, she's very talented, but also she's very limited with her size and just her stature. But yeah, a lot of raw talent where it's just me doing a good job as the rider to make sure I do my best to bring out the best of his talent and show people how amazing he is. So going slow and making sure I don't overdo with him, and just make sure he really gets a good foundation before we start competing and everything like that.
And what was it like to actually compete?
Oh my gosh, it's so great, especially with Shorty. She is just such an eye catcher. I mean, when I went to the ACs after 6 months, she was out of the wild. I finished 13th out of 35 after dressage, and the dressage judge wrote too cute for words. I mean, she just is just a head turner. Everyone comes up to her and loves on her and is just so shocked that she is so pretty and she is just so talented and people just love her. And it was really cool because she's just so fun to compete and she's just really talented. And I'm very grateful that she's just who she is.
You and everyone else gush about the experience. And that leads us to another question. It's so important to adopt a Mustang. Why and how can people get involved?
So important because there's just so many in holding, and I think they are just so talented that people just need to know how amazing and versatile they are. And so it's just doing a good job of showing people what they can do, and they can do all these fun things. And now going to competitions, there's so many more Mustangs than they were like 10 years ago when we got into them. So it's just really important that, we're doing a good job of showing people that they can do anything when you take your time and understand the trauma they've been through of just, getting rounded up and all that stuff. So they're amazing.
And adopting a Mustang doesn't mean that you necessarily have to compete, and you don't even have to adopt a Mustang. You can also just support the cause.
Yes, for sure. It is. You don't have to compete, and it just showing your support and watching them is just amazing.
Well, I want to thank you very much for chatting with me. You have shared a lot of good information, and I hope that people hear the message that we're sending out. Support Adopt a Mustang, support the Mustang champions, and you will help these Mustangs survive. And I am Diana DeRosa reporting for the EQUUS Television Network.
Thank you.